Hello guys and welcome to a brand new video. Today I'm here with Eden Zero Season 2 episode number 5 reaction. The previous episode things went in a very bad direction. First of all, Rebecca got caught and even if Shiki and Homura came to help her out, Sylph has taken her to Draken Joe while Jin also comes in. I think that's his name, the cyborg ninja. He also comes and he starts fighting Shiki. He showed his Ether Gear's full capabilities. I think he called it Overdrive. While Homura, trying to take the medicine back to Weiss, is confronted by Sylph, who has an ability of stealing stuff from other people, like using that wind. And it seems as if she can even steal her body, which is kind of crazy. And while all of this is happening here, over there, Rebecca is caught by Drakenjo, and Drakenjo like brings her in front of Labilia, who he thought is like, oh, she's going to appreciate bringing Labilia here and hurting her, torturing her, because Labilia was mean to Rebecca, like up all that, like up until now, the bullying and everything. And it seems as if Drakenjo wanted Rebecca from Eden Zero because like she's somewhat special. I don't know, we don't know exactly what he's talking about. He even called her by like a number like 26 or 29, something like that. And yeah, seems like Rebecca is way more important than everyone thought. And like there's something special about her. Obviously with the leaper ability, like we kind of knew that there is something special about her, but now it's kind of confirmed that yeah, the fact that Draken Joe is trying to get her to join his crew is kind of talks like tells a lot about that. But yeah, now she's stuck in a place with Daichi, element of Earth, who is very weird. And yeah, it's not looking good. Let's see what happens in this episode number 5. Let us begin. I'll be putting the subtitles and the timer here. Sync it to whichever is your preference, and let's get started. Right, here's the countdown. 3, 2, 1, go. Okay. Hmm. The one who's in most trouble, I feel like, is in a very bad situation is Rebecca. Like she's stuck over there with a weirdo. Oh boy. Okay, let's go. Intercession. Yeah. Yeah. She's happy. Oh, whoa. Okay, oh, I guess that'll work. But yeah, she has wind, so she can. But yeah, enough time for her to get away. Hmm. Hmm. Yeah. Yeah, exactly. Like, whose place is this? What the? Oh. Okay. Oh my god. Wait, isn't this? I was going to say, isn't it the same dress that Lucy wore in the movie? Fairy tale movie. Dragons. What was the name of it? I forgot. Wow. Oh my god. Yeah, it is. I think it is the same costume that Lucy. Oh boy. Yeah. Oh boy. Oh boy, Sylph is going to crash here. Oh no, she's here. Oh, yeah. Here we go. I'm pretty. I think they're kind of liking it. Oh wait, she just disappeared. Okay, that's problematic. Probably in the yeah. Well, at least they're not going to harm them while fighting. Yeah. Well. Hmm. Yeah. What do we do here in this situation? Master no. Oh, this dude, the one who leaked everything to Drac and Joe. What's up with him? What's his agenda? Oh God. Great. You just destroyed your medal. Lifting. Oh God. Ah, okay, that's actually painful. Oh God. I hope this guy gets the painful treatment. Eats. Oh God. Oh wait. Laguna's here as well. Well, thank God. You know what? This is better. Yeah, instead of just. Um, gonna shove it in your. Damn. Ooh. Okay. Yeah. How do you? Maybe from the top or the bottom? I don't know. Oh no, she's taking the. Oh no. Oh boy. Wait, now she's stuck in the. Wait. Oh no, Five's here. Oh my God. Oh oh. Yeah. Oh God. Oh, what? While pulling out a gun? Oh my god! What the hell? Okay, what is going on? Okay, so yeah, I guess. Here we go. Whoa! Why is he here? What's going? I really don't understand what his plan is. What does he want? Oh, whoa! Damn! Change to ether forming one's body. Great. Yeah, I don't think it'll work against him. Mm. Oh wow. Y- Yeah. Inherited. Oh, what? Okay. Cat. Okay, a lot of unfamiliar terms we're coming with. What? You can even. Oh, I guess he has alchemy. Use EM. Okay, no. Yeah. Oh my god. What? Now what? Everyone's. Oh, great. Here we go. Jame is here. Hmm. Okay, so. Oh, wait, she's here as well. I guess. Wait, why is Rebecca here? Wait, what's going on? Okay, what? So they brought. What is going on? He brought everyone to the same place. Oh, oh god. Oh my god, he's going to break it or something. I get that feeling. Yeah, he's going to break it. Great. Yeah, we need to actually beat this guy up. Actually, like, yeah. Oh my god. The whole thing with number 29 or whatever. Well, yeah, you can see it properly. Because they make money. Yeah. Well, it's pretty obvious. We can see that. Hmm. Oh, great. Here we go. Oh boy. No, I doubt he's going to let everyone go. Even if. Oh, he's going to shoot him again. Oh god. Okay, okay, yeah, we actually need to actually. What's happening? Is this a vision? I think there's a vision for the future. This must be. What's happening? Is this actually happening? Okay, this must be a vision. This must be a vision in the future. Rebecca's probably seeing all of this. Or is it? Oh my god. Oh my. Oh no. Wait, what? Wait, wait, how? Wait, who's this? Wait, didn't. Yeah. Oh, god. Oh. Oh, great. Yeah, well, oh, great. And Hermit is out, so Hermit is unconscious. Oh, that's why. Oh god, what's going on here? Okay. No, wow. No, but he needs a beating before that. Like, a huge amount of beating. Oh no. No, 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 no. What? Okay, great. You know what? I got a feeling that Rebecca's probably going to use her time leaping power. I don't know. Okay, I feel like Rebecca's going to do something here. Her time leaping ability, something. Otherwise, I don't see any way of getting out of this situation. Oh no, they're going to end it here. Okay, what? What? Wait, what's happening? Okay, hmm. Hmm. Okay, that's it. So this episode, things escalate extremely quickly. Now, you know what? I think I don't know. I think Rebecca's somehow going to do something here. Like her ability, like leaper ability, is obviously not anything to do with high speed. It's something to do with time. So the fact that she can see the future, and like she also saw that vision where Shiki was grown up and everything, shows, I'm pretty sure it shows how her ability is, it has something to do with time, nothing with speed, nothing with power, none of that. She's changing time, she's slowing down time to make it seem as if she got faster, or vice versa. She's using time, she's fast, fast forwarding her time, either of it. She's either forwarding her time, or she's slowing down the time of the everything else, and it seems that she's getting faster because of that. So that's my guess. I might be wrong completely. It might be something completely different that she's doing. But either way, it's not as simple as we see it is. So seeing how Drakenjo is calling her number 29 and all of that shows how much that she's probably has like a special role. And now that we've seen all of this happening, like what's his name? Wiles loses his limbs, everyone is captured, Happy and Pino have been sold to the junk shop, Sybil is dead. Like all of these things which have long lasting consequences, and finally Shiki, they just shot Shiki. These things which cannot really be reverted back. Like a dead person is a dead person. You cannot really bring him to life. Now that we've reached a situation where this is what's going on, the only way of getting out of this is reverting back time, or something else related to time. Like I remember one of the previous episodes in season 1 where I think Xiaomei is the one who told us that time doesn't mean anything in this anime. That scene where some scientists or like some astronauts found the what do you call them, the B cube, yeah, the B cube, and it was written Eden's zero behind it, like 20,000 years in the future or something like that. I remember something like that happened. And I think Zhao like said there that in this story time means nothing, so just take yourself time shouldn't be like a thing here. We should forget that time exists. Like anything can happen. Time is something that could probably be manipulated in this world. So we need to keep that in mind. So now that we're in a situation where everything seems unchangeable, obviously time is the only thing that can probably change this situation. Somehow reverting back time or something else related to time is the only thing that we can see that getting out of this situation. So, and the only person who is related to time here is Rebecca. So this is what is making me feel that we're going to see what Rebecca's actual true power is after this, and we will also understand why Drakenjo calls her number 29 and the reason, because they say like how she's so important, and obviously her having the leaper ability is definitely one of the reasons I think that they call her this important. They call her number 29. Something must be the reason. So her showing her true powers will probably be forcefully triggered after this, and then she'll probably realize what her true ability is and hopefully bring everyone back. I don't know. We'll see what happens, but otherwise I don't see any way of getting out of this. Like this episode was like a dead end, those are bad ends that happen. you take a decision and suddenly you're in front of your screen is written bad end. It's not the happy ending or the good ending. So yeah, what do? We load our game data, go to a previous checkpoint and make another decision. So something like that maybe, I don't know, but let's see. Okay, here in this episode we begin with Homura running away from Sylph. obviously she doesn't have any clothes, so she's like, I need to find something to wear. So she uses the the pipelines with the, like, the smoke to smoke screen the whole place, and like quickly go away to some place else to find something to wear at least. And she gets inside like an establishment, and he finds out the dress, like, like the dresses over there on the mannequins. Now, like I said, I think I remember this dress that she wore was, I think, yeah, the colors are different, but it kind of is the same dress that I think Lucy wore in Fairy Tale Dragons, the movie. I forgot the name of the movie. You know that movie, uh, and I think so that it is the same dress. But anyways, she's like, all right, like something better than nothing. She wears that, and she puts on the mask, and in comes the lady of the establishment, and she's like, oh, like, let's go, like, like everyone's waiting. And she goes outside and she sees that everyone's dancing. It's obviously one of those clubs. And Rebecca's not Rebecca, Homura's like, I don't have time for this. And while trying to go away, in comes Sylph, just makes everyone, like, like imprisons them, everyone, all the normal people inside that ball, that wind ball. And which is, I guess, like, they're at least safe, like while fighting they won't be harmed. But then, okay, we are back to Shiki now. Shiki and Jin. So Shiki and Jin are fighting while we also get a glimpse of Master Noah, and he's like, everything is going according to my plan. What will you do now, number 29? I think that's what he says. Yeah. So, this is like a thing that I'm thinking. I get the feeling that they're trying to put Rebecca through all of this mental anguish because they want to trigger her power forcefully. Because Rebecca still doesn't know what her power is. So making her go through all of this, like, you can see that they're not doing anything to Rebecca, So they're doing everything that would, like, put mental anguish on her. They sold off Pino and Happy. They took Wise's arms. They haven't done anything to Homura though, but Drakenjo, like, threatened her about, like, earning money and all that, So that, and what else? They shot Shiki. Like, all of these things are something that would put mental anguish on her. While I think they're doing this to forcefully trigger her time leaping ability or whatever ability she has, to forcefully trigger it. And that is why they're doing it in this way, which obviously is, yeah, like, messed up, because they're putting her mental, like, giving her mental stress, like doing all of this to, and pushing her towards a corner so that she forcefully triggers her power and learns to use it or something like that, I think. And obviously after she's able to use it, I'm pretty sure Drakenjo will take her in his crew. And I don't know what he plans to do, but I'm pretty sure he has some higher, like some bigger, like, things and some bigger agenda. Like, this is merely a way that he's trying to forcefully trigger Rebecca's ability and make her learn it. So yeah, that's what's happening here. Now, okay, now next we get to see Daichi. He starts torturing Rebecca. He's like, oh, no more torture ban, and uses the roots to, like, go inside her skin and body, and and I think he says something like, pain's tree eats into the target and inflicts pain wherever it travels. Yeah, so that's what's happening. Now, she kind of cries a little bit, tears come out, and yeah, Laguna comes in and makes her into water, thankfully, because yeah, Daichi was going too far. And Laguna's like, yeah, stop this, don't do this. Now, next, again, we are back to Homura, and Homura tries to get back the medicine, but Sylph tries to, like, take the medicine while trying to bring it back, take the medicine back. Homura gets caught up in the wind, and yeah, she becomes imprisoned. Next, what happens is Phi comes in to Wise's place and just shoots Sybil. Sybil tries, Sybil's like, oh, like, please, like, help this kid. And he's like, nope, just shoots him. Now, like, things starts going in a bad direction from here onwards, um, yeah, it was obviously in a bad direction, but actually things which will have far lasting consequences starts happening from this point onwards. Like, the first thing that triggers it, like, is Sybil's death. I don't know why, but seeing someone die, it is something which is like you cannot really turn it back, like, if you're captured, if you are able to get away from it, it's fine, everything will be fine if you're able to get away alive. But once you're dead, that's it. So that is a conclusion that you cannot turn unless and until you have some time changing ability or some resurrection power. So from here, this point onwards, things that will have far lasting consequences starts happening. It starts with Sybil's death, because, like, seeing how everyone else dies later on as well, I'm pretty sure everything's going to get turned back somehow. Because here, when Sybil dies, I was like, okay, so he died, so I'm guessing he isn't really like an important person, and like, this is it, like, we got to see a little bit of him, and this is his like, this is his end, because he's one of the side characters or the side supporting characters. I thought, like, all right, maybe this is it for him. But then what happens later on to Shiki, now I'm thinking, like, no, all of these things that are happening, this will probably be changed in the future. Somehow it will be upturned, and we don't know exactly how, but it must have something to do with Rebecca's ability, which she might actually try to learn how to use later on. But anyways, yeah, unchangeable things starts happening here. It starts with Sybil's death. Sybil's dead now, and you know what? I'm just assuming he's dead. Maybe he's not dead. Maybe he got shot here or somewhere here. I don't know. They didn't really show that. Oh wait, no. I think he shot him a few times more. Oh yeah. Okay, no, he's dead. I think he's dead. Okay. Anyways, after that, we get to see, what's his name? Shiki. Shiki use his overdrive as well, and him and Jin tries to fight, but in comes Drakengard and just stops them like this, and he's like, yeah, this isn't really overdrive that you're using. This is something like, this isn't even its full power. And he shows what actual overdrive is. He shows, like, it can, like, what actual overdrive is it causes a change to the ether forming one's body, and we can see the lines and everything, like, in his whole face and body, and it shows, like, how he has changed when he used his overdrive, like the actual overdrive. Okay, so now obviously Shiki has a lot of questions. He's like, where is Rebecca, this and that, what happened to, like, all that stuff he's asking, while he is not really elaborating on anything. And he says how Rebecca is now going to join his crew, and Shiki's obviously not going to listen to that. Shiki's like, she's our friend. Tries to attack him, but he's just, he's too strong. He stops him. He has changed his hand into Dramur ore, which is the heaviest ore here, and starts changing his, Shiki's body into stone. Makes sense. He can use alchemy, so I can see how he did that. And here he says a few interesting things. He says, like, I did some research on you. You inherited the power of gravity from Demon King Ziggy. You both can use Saturn gravity. Okay, that's something that we never knew. Another thing we never knew is that he inherited Ziggy's power. Like, I just thought he was born with this power or something, but he says that he inherited. So a few questions pops up in my mind from this statement, because, like, how did he inherit it? Didn't, like, Ziggy find him in his journey, like, somewhere? Like, we don't know anything about Shiki's birth. We don't know how he came into existence, like, where he found him and all that stuff. So all we know is that he found him in his journeys and brought him back. So he says that you inherited Ziggy's power. Like, why? If he found him, how could he inherit Ziggy's power? Like, I can understand if, like, you're Ziggy's son or something. Oh, you inherited, like, Ziggy's power. I can understand that, because, blood related, like father to son, that kind of thing, or something like that. I can understand. But if he found Shiki somewhere in his journey, how can he inherit Ziggy's power unless and until Ziggy actually gave it? You know what? That might be what happened. Ziggy might have, like, before Ziggy died, I'm guessing, like before Ziggy died, he probably gave him his power or something. That's how he inherited it, I'm guessing. This is the only thing I can think of, because otherwise, how else can he inherit Ziggy's power? They're not related, Ziggy and Shiki. Shiki was found by Ziggy. So, yeah, to inherit his power, I can see Ziggy giving him his power maybe before he died or something like that, and that's how he got it. But still, there's so many questions we still have related to Shiki, who Shiki is and where he was found, all that stuff, which we don't know. We'll get to know later on, hopefully. Anyways, so Pino tries to stop them, but Pino just gets, just gets brushed aside. Now, in comes Xiaomei. Now, Xiaomei, like everything that Xiaomei says, we need to actually listen to it very carefully, because she's the type of character who is just here, who's like the bridge between the characters in the story and us, the people who are reading this story. She's the person who breaks the fourth wall. She is the meta character. I think that's what you call these characters, meta. So that type of character. So everything that she says, we need to actually properly listen to it and understand what she's saying. So first she says that despair, a feeling of fear that makes you wish it was all a nightmare. Oh, okay, this is a very important line. I feel like this is a very important line. She just casually said this. Wait a minute. A feeling of fear that makes you wish it was all a nightmare. I feel like this is a hint. Like I said, something must happen after this which will somehow revert everything back to normal. And I'm pretty sure that is something that Rebecca will do. Something related to her power. So this thing that Xiaomei says is kind of interesting, and I feel like it's a hint. She says a feeling of fear that makes you wish, this part, makes you wish it was all a nightmare. Now, this is one way I can see it's everything getting, the story progressing. Maybe in the next episode we'll see how in the end they said that Shiki is dead. This is the 7th day after Shiki's death or something like that. They said. So maybe we'll see more about that. Maybe we'll see Rebecca going through more pain, more despair after this, and then she'll probably reach a breaking point where somehow her power will get triggered, and this line will come to play. You wish it was all a nightmare. Somehow it'll all turn out that everything that she was seeing was a nightmare. You remember I was kind of saying while all of this was happening, I was like, is this a dream? Just like the dream that Rebecca saw previously. Maybe this is a bad dream that she's having and she'll wake up or something. So the fact that Xiaomei also says this, that it makes you wish it was all a nightmare, makes me think that maybe that is what Rebecca's power is about. I don't know. But yeah, this is one way. One way I said that she might have some power related to time, reverting back or something. That's one way we can get out of this situation. Another way we can get out, which is number 2, is here, which Xiaomei says makes you wish it was all a nightmare. So this is another way I can see everything getting reverted back, is that after 1 or 2 episodes we'll realize that, oh, this is actually part of Rebecca's power of, I don't know, something related to Rebecca's power, and all of this was a nightmare. And we're back to square one again, and Rebecca will know what's going to happen from here onwards, and maybe she'll be able to take some countermeasures. This is another thing, because, you know what, I feel like this has a bigger chance of happening, because Xiaomei actually says this. You wish it was all a nightmare. Like I said, this girl gives out hints now and then in her words. Whatever she says, you need to properly listen to it. Okay. When people are placed in such a hopeless situation, what will they think and what will they say? While feeling excruciating pain like never before, Shiki will... That's it, she doesn't say anything else. Now, you know what? Throughout this episode, I was constantly thinking oh no, will this going to become again some kind of friendship power or something, when when what's his name, Drakenjo was putting his leg on Shiki's head and stopping him from getting up, and everything is over, everyone is in despair or something. I was like, oh, this seems like a perfect time for the power of friendship or something like that. Some kind of a like something happening, like sudden power-ups and everything, which we got to see a lot in Fairy Tail. So I was thinking maybe something like that was going to happen, but nothing like that happened. And like I said, I remember a few people even in season 1 telling me how this show doesn't really have anything like friendship power. It has a few of those moments, but nothing like suddenly boosting up your power just because you're in a troublesome situation. Bam, boost of power. None of that is here. Like a lot of people told me in their comments, and like even though we were getting these type of situations, like I was expecting in this episode something happening, like suddenly she boosting up or something, but none of that happened. So yeah, like yeah, I can see this how this is different. This isn't really like using that Fairy Tail formula. And also, I think I mentioned this before as well. I don't really have any problem with the whole friendship power unless and until it's like something crazy and outrageous, like yeah, like now and then, like sudden boost ups, sudden power ups. It's fine. I don't have a problem with that. I've seen a lot of people complain about that, but I don't have a problem with it. This is an anime. Just have fun with it. Like, why are you getting so serious about like a fictional show? Like it's just a show that we watch for our own pleasure and fun. So take it like that. Don't take it too far. Like I've seen so many people go on so many rant because of Fairy Tail. They're like, "Oh, this is such a bad show. Like like friendship power, this and that. No, like just yeah, like that's like too much. Like don't take anything so seriously. This is a show that we watch for our own enjoyment. If you don't like it, just don't watch it. That's plain and simple. you know, just yeah. Anyways, I went on a tangent. So yeah, I don't really have any problem with any of that. Even if Shiki boosted suddenly got a boost of power here, I would have been like, all right, it's fine, it's no problem. But I was surprised seeing none of that happened here. Like there were so many situations I was seeing. I was like, oh, perfect situation for him to suddenly get a boost of power, but none of that happened. Like in the end, he was like, I'm going to get you in the future. Like like because he knows he's not that strong now. He cannot really stop his like Drakenjo. So he's like, I'm definitely going to bring you down in the future. So okay, now next we get to see Shiki, and now here this part really confused me. Like suddenly we see Shiki in like a place where not only Homura's there, but Rebecca, Wise, everyone is there. I'm like, what the hell happened? Did they like bring all of them in the same place? Like for what reason? Like I said, now I think I can understand what they're trying to do. The fact that Rebecca was here kind of shows that they were doing this purposefully to show her these type of things, like these type of like messed up things, to somehow forcefully trigger her power. This is what I'm getting, like like from this whole thing. They're forcefully trying to put Rebecca through all these like mental anguish, so that she somehow triggers her power, because in these type of situations, like stuff like that happens. So that's why they're like Drakenjo is doing all of this, I think. Anyways, so yeah, Drakenjo. Now another big hint you can get here is that, like, the weird part about this section from here onwards, there was a section when Rebecca was like, oh, I'll do anything, I'll become your ally, just don't do anything to them. This part, I was actually thinking Drakenjo might say something like, all right, fine, then join us, or something like that. No, he didn't say that. Even though Rebecca said, I'm going to become your ally, don't hurt them, he kept saying something like, oh, you're still not truly part of us. This is a very weird situation, because like Drakenjo's main goal seems like something related to making Rebecca join them. But then why, when Rebecca tells him that, oh, I'm going to join you, why is he not letting her join? The reason must be because his main goal, for now at least, is making Rebecca go through all this pain so that she triggers her ability. Because she still doesn't know how to use her ability. So to make use of her or her ability, at first what she needs to do is know how to use it. So that's what Drakenjo is doing here. Like when Rebecca's like, I'm going to join you, he doesn't let Rebecca join her because she wants Rebecca to go through even more pain. So unless and until she triggers her ability. So that's what, like there was multiple sections when I was thinking like Rebecca's telling him that, oh, I'll join you, but why is he not letting her? Like, wasn't that his goal? But yeah, like now I'm getting the feeling that obviously that is his goal, that's his end goal. His goal before that is making Rebecca learn about her power and use it. And to do that, he needs to make Rebecca go through all of this. And that's what he's doing now. And that is why he brought all of them in one place in front of Rebecca to make her go through this. Anyways, so Draken Joe is like, okay, Rebecca's like, please let Wise have the medicine. And like I knew what he was going to do immediately when he's like, oh, bring the medicine to me. He brings it and just breaks it, just starts laughing. Again, like I said, making Rebecca go through all this pain, all this mental stress. Now, Shiki gets mad, tries to like go and stop him, but he gets shot over in the leg. And okay. So, he's like, yeah, don't make a scene, otherwise someone else is going to get shot. And then they ask like, what is your objective? And he's like, oh, like there's two reasons. First of all, you guys messed with us first. You took our, like, you got into our ship. Now obviously Homura's like, but you were targeting us first. And then he's like, yeah, like I don't care about that. I think that's what he says. You guys snuck into my ship, that's no good. I don't like being underestimated. Never forgive who breaks the rules first. Homura says, that's because you were targeting Eren Zero. And he's like, I'll talk about that later. And yeah, he's like, oh, punishment first, So he talks about how people are money, this and that, how they're their assets. And he's like, oh, like you look like Madame Kurenai's daughter, like you can earn some money, you're even more beautiful than her. So yeah, there you go. Then here we go. Now here's where Rebecca breaks. Like I said, she's like, I'm going to do anything, like everything that you want. I'm going to join you, this and that. Just don't hurt them. Here we go. Draken Joe's like, no. Yeah, there you go. So I'm pretty sure he's doing this to make Rebecca go through this. So if he accepted Rebecca's proposal here, if he's like, all right, sure, why not? Then she won't go through much mental anguish from here onwards. So that's why he declined. He's like, no, and he's making her go through all of this so that she can somehow learn to use her power or something. Yeah, he says that you haven't officially joined our side. But Rebecca's like, no, like I will join you. But he's like, no. Yeah, so I'm pretty sure that's his goal. His goal is to go make Rebecca go through this pain. Alright, then he's like, oh, cut off Weiss's arm, cuts off Weiss's arm. And yeah, from here onwards, I realized like something is going on. Like here, I also kind of said that, is this a dream? Is this like some kind of dream that Rebecca's having? That we'll get to see that it was all a dream? Like otherwise, things are going in a very bad direction. Like in such a direction that I don't think there's any way of getting out of this unless and until either it was a dream or Rebecca somehow unleashes her power. So like I'm actually thinking this might actually be something to do with a dream or a nightmare, just like Zhao Mei said. Like so much anguish that it might be a nightmare. Okay, so after that they take Wise away to the medical room so that he doesn't die, because money, like people are assets. And now here we can get to see a little bit of Laguna saying that, oh, she's actually crying. Those are actual tears, real tears. So alright, now here Draken Joe tells them that something even crazier has happened. In Eden Zero, in the ship, yeah, everyone's out, everyone's done. That slime alien, like we can see that she has stopped what's her name, sister, and fought. I'm guessing she fought her and says that without the battle dress you're nothing. And the reason why everyone's just short circuited is because the skeleton guy, he's like an AI, and he was able to do all of this from the inside. So none of them has self-destructed. This guy is even alive. He used his stealth to go into hiding, while the AI just is an AI. He just took control of this place. So obviously the captain is like that guy. I forgot his name. The captain, the one who has written Eden's One or whatever in his hand. He has been taken hostage, and yeah, and all the other the shining stars, they're all down because like they're technically they are androids, so they like the AI like somehow made them go unconscious. So yeah, they bring that in, like to light in front of Rebecca again, making her go through more pain, more anguish. And here, like when we see Drakenjo putting his leg on top of Shiki, yeah, I was thinking here like, oh, this is perfect chance for a power boost, but none of that happened, you know. And you see Shiki's like, even Shiki's like crying, and he's like, oh, like I'm asking you, kid, everyone's asking for forgiveness, what about you? Do you admit defeat? And then Shiki gets up almost. Oh no, Shiki's like, I suppose I thought this was going to be a fun adventure. This wasn't how it's supposed to end. And Rebecca's crying. She's like, yeah, it's fun while it lasted. Homura's crying. Yeah. And then Shiki gets up. He's like, it wasn't supposed to be like this. I won't give up. Here we go. Someday I will take you down. There you go. That's what he says. Now the next line, I don't like that. The next line that he says. He says that, and I'll become your friend since you don't have any. No, I want this guy to die. Really. I don't like him at all. Whatever reason that he's doing this, maybe I don't know, like this might be, the reason might be something like crazy, like, oh, this whole universe is going to get destroyed. So unless and until Rebecca unlocks her power, everyone will, like the whole universe will get obliterated. This might be the reason why he's doing all of this. I still don't care. Whatever, like all the things that he did here, he actually needs to get punished for it. And I don't think he deserves to be Shiki's friend. No. Like, I don't know. Like, I don't know if my mind will change later on, but at least for now, no. Like, later on, even if Shiki's like, oh, you're my friend, I at least won't be able to accept it. Unless and until something crazy happens and it completely changes my opinion of this guy, Drakenjo. Unless and until something like that happens, nope, he is not your friend. Not even your potential friend. Yeah, like, I don't know. So I heavily disagree with this line when he says that I'll become your friend since you don't have any. Yeah, he doesn't deserve any friend. If this is actually him, if this is actually his personality, like, his whole narcissistic personality, his, like, this, if this is actually him, Drakenjo, then yes, he doesn't deserve any friend, No, Shiki, even if you defeat him in the future, please do not say that, stand up, you're my friend. Nope. I won't be able to accept that. I'm really sure. But like I said, unless and until something crazy happens, maybe I'll change my mind about this guy in the future. But it'll be a very tough job for, like, to make us audience change our mind about this guy after everything that he did in this episode. So unless and until something wild happens, I don't know, like, maybe we'll get to know that, oh, this is actually not Drakenjo, this is Drakenjo's long-lost twin brother. The actual Drakenjo is actually a nice dude. If something like that crazy happens, which completely changes everything, unless and until something like that happens, I'm not changing my mind. This guy is not our friend. Nope. Okay. So, yeah. But yeah, he's like, oh, your adventure ends here. Shoots him. There you go. Shiki's gone, falls down. And he's like, oh, I don't kill humans, but you're not a human because you went against me. I ruthlessly kill all rats who refuse to yield to me. I treat them as insects. And everyone's just laughing. Rebecca is like just completely broken down. And here again, we need to listen to this part because Zhao Mei says something here. Like I said, we need to listen to everything this girl says properly and understand, because she just she just gives us hints now and then about what's going to happen in the future. On October 7th, 492 of Cosmic Era, Shiki lost his life. Here we go. But the story continues. The morning of the 7th day without Shiki. Okay. So she doesn't really elaborate much on what's going to happen. She says like, oh, Shiki lost his life, but the story continues. This is the 7th day without Shiki. So, like I said, I am pretty sure from here onwards, we are probably going to see next episode, we'll see more despair-inducing stuff. Maybe Rebecca is going to get, like worn down mentally even more. I don't know how, but somehow, I'm guessing. And then, somehow, it'll forcefully trigger her ability, which is something that I'm pretty sure will be a big surprise for everyone. And it's either, like, this whole thing will be a whole nightmare, because Xiaomi did mention that, oh, this is like a nightmare. So the way I can see this turning completely around and everything becoming normal is that either this will be a nightmare, something to do with Rebecca's power, or she has some kind of time leaping ability and going back in time. Either of that, or maybe something else which I'm not able to think of. Let's wait for it. But yeah, this was a crazy episode, my god. And yup, wow. Alright, probably the best episode in this season up until now. Yeah, it was just best in a very bad way. Like everyone almost dies here. In that way, the amount of emotion that they that this episode brought out, like anger, sadness, and everything. In that way, it's probably the best episode up until now in this season. But let's see what happens. Like I'm really curious as to see how they're going to bring this around. What's going to happen? Because I doubt Shiki is going to die. So how are they going to bring him back? And everything that happened, how are they going to change it? And yeah, like I said, we need to remember, because Xiaomi herself told us that time actually doesn't mean anything in this show. So yeah, like as soon as time becomes something that is changeable, like you can do anything and everything in this situation. You can even bring people back to life. Just go back in time. So let's see what happens. Okay, this was episode number 5, I think. Yeah, episode number 5 of just a minute. Yeah, episode number 5 of Eden Zero Season 2. If you guys enjoyed this video, be sure to press the like button. Subscribe if you're new to the channel or you haven't subscribed. Comment down below anything you want to say, anything you want to let me know. I'll check them out. That's it, guys. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys next week with another episode of Eden Zero. Until then, goodbye and have a nice day.